Hello Games has spoken. The next No Man's Sky update is coming in 2024. Hey travelers, welcome back to Ghostlight. Well, the 2023 Game Awards just finished up, and with it came some big news from Hello Games. And while they lost in the category of community support, they won big with fans expecting some big news. At the top of that news was a trailer video celebrating the 10-year anniversary of No Man's Sky's announcement, followed by a trip down memory lane. Once again set to the music of 60 Days of Static's Retreat, Retreat. The video is much like what we've seen with so many other update announcements, walking the viewer through their various updates over the years. This time, once the Singularity Expedition clip plays, we skip over echoes entirely and go into something new. No name, no date, all hype. Here it is. Amazing. We see this new class of ship, very much reminiscent of the Viper-style nose of the fighter in game today, but the rest of the ship is sleek and streamlined. The wings articulate in a similar fashion to the Sentinel interceptors in game, spreading out on liftoff and tucking back in as it accelerates out of this space. This design is fine-tuned and more aerodynamic than other ships, with its smooth lines and rounded cockpit. I'm so excited for this ship. It looks outstanding. It looks polished. It looks built for speed and maneuverability over combat. There appear to be graphics all over this ship, giving me a race car vibe, like sponsorship logos. Some of these appear to be written in the No Man's Sky alphabet, but I can't make out what they might say. And this space is something else too. We know that this is the new Type B space station that leaked earlier in this year. We've been waiting for these. We've been expecting them even. I've said it in previous videos, these look to be up-armored fortresses, but the interior here is sleek, more like a spaceport than an outpost. We also see a few familiar NPCs, some Viking here and there. One thing to note is the lack of NPCs freely walking around the platforms. We have an exosuit and starship technology vendor here and here, and another off to the right of the frame, though it's hard to make out which one this is. Next to that, we see a starship outfitting terminal. This terminal looks exactly the same and doesn't indicate any changes to that system. Behind the catwalk, we can see what used to be the space station terminal. It may very well still be, but now it overlooks a window or a large screen. The space station core that used to be there is now more armored in appearance and brought to the center of the main chamber here. If we progress a little further, we can see more platform to the left of the frame. We can't quite make out any vendors here, but we do see another stairwell that leads to a third platform with plenty of space for the remaining unseen vendors. As we speed out of the space station, we get a better look at the space station core. A red and white shuttle and a green fighter taking off, followed by two more green fighters of similar design. As we fully exit this new space station, we get a sense of how much larger this space actually is. It's huge. Lit signs line the runway that seem to be marked with the No Man's Sky alphabet for various numbers. Now here we get a direct look at this new space station type. Again, this thing is massive. My first thought was just how different the texture of this looks. Gone is the smooth, geometric shape of the old space stations. This has elevated panels and a more rugged design. It does sort of seem like this space station has more in common with the design of the fragments of New Atlantid than it does with the old space station Type A's. And we're further reminded of this as we speed by one of these fragments. As this new spaceship type speeds out to a white screen, we catch a glimpse of a pirate dreadnought before seeing the usual title screen for No Man's Sky. There's no change here, but it does seem to indicate that the Atlas is still very much a player in the updates ahead. So, here are the key takeaways. First off, a new starship type. It looks fantastic. I'm so excited. Next, we finally have official confirmation of the new space station Type B, which includes a redesign of the interior space as well as the exterior space. And finally, we'll see a continuation of the Atlantid storyline. Now, this is the only reason I could think that they added the fragment of New Atlantid to this trailer, as we only ever see those to progress that story arc. And that's it. I'll be bringing you more information on this update as we get it, so stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And as always, sweet Rift Walkers, I'll see you tonight.